every time.
Yeah, you do. And you can see there as well, they're a little bit disorganised. We've seen that before with Newcastle at the beginning. They seem to have sorted it out. But see exactly there where he heads it. I'm not so sure if Italiano sees that again. He couldn't have maybe come and either punched it. But exactly where he headed it, that's where you have your best header of the ball. Right on the edge of that 6-yard box in the middle. And you say to that best header of the ball, you just watch the ball. Okay, you might have a few looking after some of the men to try to make sure the attacking players that don't get a clean header on it. But your best header of the ball, your goalkeeper, maybe, and probably another, the one who's there on the near post, basically on the 6-yard box, but parallel with the near post. You just say, just watch the ball, and you attack the ball. Because you see with Topple Stanley, if you have 10 crosses like that and you say to him, right, okay, let's have Latchman running at you and you try to head it away, I'd be surprised if Latchman heads one.
Bozza, the match took a turn just before half-time. Jonathan Aspropotomides sent off.
Yep. And this is his first card as a booking. Inadvertent or not, it's a booking. And it was a poor pass when they were playing out. And that was his second yellow. No complaints whatsoever. How's this going to change the match? Well, it's turned it on its head in terms of momentum. Before that, we were a little bit concerned for Newcastle. But to be fair to them, before this sending off, they started to slowly but surely come back into it. And we're talking about how and what they need to do, especially down here with Dane Ingham and Jason Guerrier, who are causing all sorts of trouble. And they did, slowly but surely. But now it's completely turned it on its head, and they are right in this game.
Yeah, and here are the chances just before half-time. Newcastle had a bucket load, and probably you'd say a bit unlucky not to at least have one.
Yeah, I would say that's fair. They had one disallowed for offside. It was clear offside, no doubt about that. They're ever so dangerous from set plays, because that boy Nazarin can really whip the ball in. This one, just waiting for it to hit the back of the net. That was after Aspro had been sent off right on the edge of the box. And, of course, the O'Donovan one. Not a great ball by Miller, but O'Toole does really well in here. Oh, that was so close. So it's really evenly poised. One team is 2-0 up, but they're down to 10 men. And you know what's really going to be important as well, Ben? The substitutes from both managers. That is going to be so crucial to the second half.
It's going to be a fascinating second half ahead of us. Now, earlier tonight, Melbourne victory stemmed the bleeding somewhat with a point against the Mariners.
Well, you have to say it was a tremendous point for the team that's coming last. In the first half, that was probably one of their better performances of the whole season. They played all right in the first half the other night against Wellington, but then they were completely swamped. Mariners just keep coming at you. They are absolutely relentless. Deservedly got back in the game, and then we're just putting an enormous amount of pressure on the Melbourne Victory defence, but they held out. I thought the goalkeeper was excellent. Jay Barnett, starting his first game for some time, had a really good game. They were brave. And for a team that's coming last and had a really difficult season, they can take a lot of encouragement from getting a point out of that game.
So much good about the A-League this season. So much to look forward to about the second 45 minutes. Bozza and I will be back after the break for the second half from HBF Park in Perth. But remember, during the week, Australia's best boxer is back in action.
Zoo Part 2 is Australian boxing's new king. Now it's time to step up. Bring on two-time world title challenger Dennis Hogan.
Can he pull this off?
Zoo's toughest test yet, with a world title shot on the line.
Zoo pressing. This is a dominant, destructive performance from Zoo.
Tim Zoo versus Dennis Hogan, Wednesday, March 31, only on Main Event.
Whether you lift, run, push, strike, leap, attack or defend, we are all united by sport. Trusted sports nutrition for all players and all sports. Musashi.
A shout out to our Steel Blue legends. You keep the wheels turning and the country running. You've got our backs and we've got your feet. Steel Blue boots, built for comfort, made for work.
Easter's coming up. Now is the time to start planning those projects. Planning makes the job so much easier. Being able to step it out, get a plan together so you know exactly what your end goal is going to be.
Just come into store, tell us what you need, tell us what you're thinking, and we can help you and make a massive difference to your home, however big or small the project is.
So once you've got your plans all organised and you know what you want to do, come into Bunnings and we'll help you make it happen.
So what's your Easter project plan? Bunnings Warehouse. Shop at Bunnings wherever you are, whenever you want.
At McCafe, every 6th coffee is free when you order on the My Macca's app. Buy any 5 coffees and your next one is on us. Download the My Macca's app and start earning your free coffees today.
A shout out to our Steel Blue legends. You walk the walk and dig deep every day. You've got our backs and we've got your feet. Steel Blue boots, built for comfort, made for work.
Sprite. Release the lemon lime refreshment.
Absolutely anybody can come in and have a shot at DIY.
Everyone certainly does have a role in the project.
Setting out your goals and working as a team to get the plan in action is really what it's all about.
Bounce ideas back and forth to each other, giving each other different ideas of how it could be better or how could we improve this.
Teamwork does definitely make the dream work.
With our help in store, you can tackle anything in the home.
And we'll help you find what you need to kick off your project.
Bunnings Warehouse.
Shop at Bunnings wherever you are, whenever you want.
Ball's coming down. Here's Lomax.
This is it. 3 defenders to beat. Less than a second to react. Impossible. Or is it?
Wow, you won't see a more incredible piece of brilliance.
It's then we realise the game has never finished amazing us. The NRL Telstra Premiership. Defy impossible.
I'm a girl from a cotton field that proved myself above the destruction and the mistakes. And I'm here for you.
Tina, exclusively on Foxtel Movies Premiere, Sunday 8:30 or watch on demand.
Tell everyone about it. One of his best ever. Terrific Sunday of football.
Perfect night for football in Perth. The Glory leading by a couple of goals to nil. The full moon, a couple of days away. And we're going to head down to the sideline with Perth Glory coach Rich Garcia. And Rich, obviously a 2-0 lead, you'd be happy with that. But the red card, how does that change how you approach the second 45?
No, we need to keep it the same. We need to make sure we're still playing the football we're playing, and we're just going to be a bit wary when they try and catch us on the counter.
Richard, the joys of management. I'm looking at your face now, thinking to myself, you're playing so well, and then you get that player sent off. What's been the message to the boys? What is the main thing you've emphasised to them, if you could put it in a nutshell?
That they keep their discipline, that they make sure they're disciplined in attack and in defence.
Rich, good luck in the second half. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Here's Glory coach Richard Garcia, who's actually 1 month younger than Perth's goalkeeper Liam Reddy. Interesting stat as we get underway for the second half. And it's a bit of aerial ping pong, and Topor Stanley with the clearance towards the sideline. Bozza, such a crucial 45 minutes in the context of both sides' seasons, but especially the Jets. They've got a man advantage, but 2 goals in arrears.
Yeah, and I would argue for both sides. Like I said, for various reasons, but for both sides, it's going to be so important from a psychological perspective. You got to think about the effect that would be. Andy Keogh's on.
Neat work from Wilson. So Keogh on for Bramwell. I want to get your thoughts on that one. And Jason Guerrier is off as well for young Rawlins. And you'd expect that's more a fitness thing. G gave everything in the first 45 minutes to Jason Guerrier.
That he did.
Castro jumps over the initial challenge. Fornaroli gave Italiano a bit to think about.
2 things I was just about to say. It's so important this every first 10 minutes and last 10 minutes of each half is so important. But the other thing, what if he goes down there? I don't think Daniel has a choice but to give him a penalty. Done well to stay on his feet. Fair play to him, but wow.
Agree. That would have been a big hill to climb. Would have gone from Kosciuszko to Everest pretty quickly for Newcastle as Ewell cutting it across. I want to get your thoughts on the substitution of Bramwell.
Totally understandable, because Andy Keogh is a workhorse, and you just saw the value of him there, tracking all the way back. He's also very experienced in these sort of situations, and is going to have to, from the front man, which he'll be one of them when he can, a lot of holding the ball up, a lot of chasing, a lot of doing little things that you probably wouldn't notice of, like, taking the ball in the corner and getting a throw in, winning a foul. All those things are going to be so important in the second half. And Gary, I think you're pretty much spot on, and I can understand that. You know, he's gone all out for that 45 minutes.
Jackson searching for an option. Ugarkovic presents, and now Miller returns it to Ugarkovic, takes them on himself, and Kilkenny away momentarily. And Fornaroli, that's brilliant to Andy Keogh. He hasn't got any support, but that won't matter. It's going to relieve a lot of pressure that was just building on Perth.
That's exactly what he's going to be there for.
And some may look at Andy Keogh's season and check out his goal tally. It's at 0, and go, well, he probably hasn't had a great season. 3 assists this year. He has been quality in that final third. And we're going to get a look at him again in the second 45 here. Called by Prusho. Ewell didn't know where it was going to bounce. Miller. And O'Donovan out off the centre-back. Latchman, so a corner for Newcastle.
It's a good start by Newcastle. Panning Perth in. I'm sure Craig Deans would have been on over half-time. Start off really well. Start off really well. Because exerting Perth's energy at this stage will really come to fruition towards the end.
And Reddy spills it. Oh.
Well.
Sigh of relief around HBF Park.
That look Richard Garcia had at half-time, I think, would have been exacerbated by 10 had that gone in.
100%. What happens in those kind of situations, Bosma, as a keeper? Has he just gone too hard at that?
Thinking about where you're going to throw it, what you're going to do with it. One could argue, you could say hard hands, but the majority of the time, from my experience anyway, and this will be a yellow card. Yep. Is that you start thinking about, okay, I'm catching it, now I wonder what I'm going to do with it, instead of just catching the ball first and then worrying about it afterwards. Well, he's got a yellow now. There's another one to target for Newcastle. One of the centre-backs on a yellow card. Already one's been sent off.
Is that enough, in your opinion, for a yellow?
I can understand it. We will say, you know, sometimes people say, what do you mean when you say it's a bit harsh or whatever? Well, what I mean is that some referees have got different type of levels, you know, so we talk about it's nigh impossible. Let's just watch this free kick.
Nazarin leaves it for Ugarkovic. Jackson arriving at the back post, hooking it across. Not cleared. Eventually, it's away by Fornaroli.
They got it away in the end. Yeah, it's nigh impossible to get consistency across the board from all referees. Some are more stricter, others let a lot more go. So when you say it's a bit harsh, then Daniel Alder's threshold. And I think what you can ask for and what you should get is consistency from the same referee. So I'm sure Richard Garcia will be no problem with it, that if a similar incident happens with a Newcastle player, that he's booked as well.
That's all they ask for, consistency.
From the same referee. From different referees, nigh impossible.
Ugarkovic. Miller. Returns it to Steve Ugarkovic. That is a wonderful ball, but O'Donovan just couldn't control it.
Super reverse pass. Already, like we just said, Newcastle pretty much penning them in. And these are the moments now Liam Reddy use all his experience possible. Wouldn't be worrying after being under that much pressure to be playing out. Push them up. Hit this one near the sideline. Hopefully Newcastle player wins it. It goes out. There's another couple seconds. You can rest and regroup.
Rawlins inboard to Kilkenny. Keogh. Ossa. Illegally brought down by Matt Miller. Should also mention, just down the other end of the park, Liam Reddy. He's one clean sheet away from the A-League record. Vukovic, of course, Danny Vukovic, coming back to Australia. We heard during the week with 85 clean sheets, Reddy with 85 as well. And one more tonight takes him above Danny as Otta across the face, Italiano reaching for it.
Wonderful play from Fornaroli. See how he used his body so well. Decent ball in by Otta. Everything being equal and you got 11 men, I would expect somebody on the end of that.
Pusher now to Yule.
Super play again from Fornaroli. Just watch this. Holds the ball up. Wonderful layoff. And then gets a free kick for his side in his own half. It's really what you want from a striker in this situation when you're down to 10 men.
8 in 11 this season for Bruno. Equal second in the Golden Boot standings at this point, behind the runaway leader, Jamie McLaren. O'Toole. Stamatolopoulos. Oh, he's hit Daniel Elder. He apologises, the referee. He'll be second-guessing himself now, Daniel Elder, after that. Miller. Donovan did well enough. Nazarene. And O'Toole was arriving. Stamatolopoulos backtracking.
Not far off. Perth have done well again.
Really resilient defending from Perth tonight. And if they can keep a clean sheet, that will hold them in great stead moving forward. Especially down to 10 men for what will turn out to be the majority of the match. Ugarkovic hands it over to Perth. Castro. How about that again from Diego? Keogh. Wilson. And now Rawlins. Couldn't find the pass. Stamatolopoulos now. Wilson just stepping in, strong challenge. Keogh releasing Fornaroli. Bruno linking up with Castro. Kilkenny. Why wouldn't you return it to Diego Castro? And then O'Toole just snuffed out the danger. Rawlins after it, as is Nazarene, who'll get there first.
Well, Perth will be thinking themselves and negotiated that first 10 minutes. They've got 2 substitutions left, Perth, where Newcastle have got their whole 5. yet to come.
Ewell. And Ewell, dangerous, ready with an important paw to it. Down goes Stamatolopoulos. Elder waves his finger. Nothing doing there.
Great ball in. Pressing hard.
And now Nazarene, decisive pass to Ewell. And it's going to be a goal kick, and the end out off Ewell last, but good passage from Newcastle again there.
Great run from Miller on the outside as well. Reddy does all he can do. Sometimes they go for you as a goalkeeper, sometimes they go into the opposition's path, but he does really well there. There it is as it stands. Sydney obviously playing against Adelaide tomorrow at MacArthur, Wellington.
Yeah, a couple of fascinating battles going on tomorrow. As you said, Bozza, Wellington at home to MacArthur down in the Gong, and Adelaide against Sydney. How good are Adelaide going at the moment?
Superb, but they'll have a massive test against the champions. Great yardstick to see where Carl Viet's side are at the moment.
Expecting a big crowd at Coopers for that one. Sydney last start that 1-1 draw against Perth Glory on Wednesday night. Miller and Nazarene. Top-ball Stanley scored from this kind of range last year against Perth. That was his last A-League goal.
See where Connor... Oh, hang on.
And top-ball Stanley does unleash. O'Donovan has one back for Newcastle. They get the goal they deserved for all their attacking work. And it's Roy O'Donovan who breaks that 7-match goalless drought.
Well, that's an outstanding finish. Look at that. Outside of the right boot. First half, something similar. Hit the crossbar. No mistake this time. And just when we said Perth had negotiated the first 10 minutes and done well, Newcastle come up with that vital goal. No chance for Liam Reddy. But for a man who hasn't been in great form, finally he gets the service, and that is a top draw finish. Superb. First change for Newcastle.
So Luca Prusho leaves the park. Doesn't look too happy about it. And now we really do have a fascinating final half hour. So Liridon Krasniqi on the park for Newcastle now. Makes his third A-League appearance. All of those have come off the bench. Fornaroli. Wilson. Just spraying that one straight to Daniel McBrain in the Jets technical area.
Well, it's got to remain patient here, Newcastle. Great time to get the goal. Still 30-35 minutes to go. Plenty of time. What a tremendous finish that was from O'Donovan, though.
Rawlins. Castro, was he clipped by Top-ball Stanley? Elder says, get up, Diego. Much to the displeasure of the home fans. O'Toole. Home fans letting their feelings be known. Krasniqi Jackson and Ugarkovic. It's all Newcastle at the moment. Perth with their hands to the pump. As Krasniqi rolls it into the path of Stamatolopoulos. Now O'Toole.
Well done by Liam Reddy. A good play from Newcastle. Really well worked. Getting in behind, albeit down the sides, but they are. Perth now. They've got to get a grip of this. Like I was saying about Newcastle in the first half.
Ugarkovic came off the head of Ewell. And a goal kick it will be.
Thinking hard, both managers, again, about those substitutions: when, who, how.
So Craig Deans with 4 remaining. Rich Garcia with just the 2. But both have the 2 windows available to them. So Deans will have to go with a couple of double changes if he wants to use them all up. Kilkenny. Rawlins, he was one of those half-time changes for Perth.
Good closing from Newcastle. That was a good opportunity for Perth to keep the ball for a bit, let them regroup, get a breather, but Newcastle are onto him.
O'Toole. Stamatolopoulos. Ugarkovic. Krasniqi.
So sure, he should have went for the shot there. He had Valentino Ewell over here in acres of space. Daniel, that wise to, let's call it the experienced play of Liam Reddy. Trying to give his teammates as much time as possible to get a breather.
Topor Stanley. Here's O'Toole. And Stamatolopoulos is going to concede the throw in the end. The 16-year-old Rawlins linking with Wilson. Did well to get out of a tight area there, Perth. Latchman. And here is Otter.
It's a good opportunity for them now to keep the ball down here.
Fornaroli. Otter making the overlapping run. Fornaroli. Topor Stanley got himself in the right place between Fornaroli and Castro, and now Kilkenny gives away the free kick.
He's give the ball the free kick.
He's been given the free kick here.
I think he's
fair
right.
enough.
Yeah, he's exactly right. Your Newcastle roots all coming through there, Ben.
Both players go down. You've got to say something, Bozza. And no Newcastle roots here. That's a fair free kick. The Perth Glory.
Absolutely fair enough. No problem whatsoever.
Ewell with the header away. And then Wilson. I find as soon as the mic goes on, Bozzy, you just want a good game of football.
100%. I know that. I was just winding you up.
Have you achieved that?
No. I'll keep trying.
Fornaroli just holding off Miller. Rawlins urged to shoot. Castro taking on O'Toole and Jackson, the last line of defence there. Stamatolopoulos away.
This is a good little period for Perth. Excellent play. Just keep possession, keep possession. And they'll realise when the front men start to move that they're ready to go. Newcastle got to make sure they just don't get into the mode of thinking, oh, they're going to give it back to us. No, you've got to concentrate too. Because Perth get another goal here. It's a mountain to climb time.
And they won't be keen to get the crampons again. On again, the Jets.
Really good play from Perth.
Rawlins and Castro. And floated to Keogh. Need header back. So good from an assist perspective this year, Andy Keogh. And you can see why there.
Really good spell here from Perth. Young Rawlins on the other side. And Topple Stanley, as the most experienced defender, is going to make sure, like I said to you before, that they're not outnumbering Perth players by 2 minutes in the back.
Fornaroli, Wilson just opened up for him there, and then Otter was wrong-footed.
Unfortunate that. He's been excellent tonight, Otter. Got a fabulous edge in.
Krasniqi, O'Donovan, and now Miller. Stamatolopoulos in the middle for Miller, and well smothered by Wilson.
Super play from Wilson. Wonderful example about going with your man. Said that in the first half about Stamatolopoulos staying in your zone unless there's clear and present danger. Well, when there's clear and present danger like that from Miller, you've got to go with him.
So Nasharine's in swinger, ready with the punch. Ugarkovic back into the mix. Jackson, Topple Stanley, and Stamatolopoulos incredibly doesn't get the shot on target.
Well, aerial ping pong there. Not so sure if it had gone in. It would not have been disallowed for possible offside, or even Topple Stanley's hands on top, but Stamatolopoulos was not to know. No offside because Wilson's keeping it all on. He was not to know that Stamatolopoulos, and he's got to hit the target there.
Do you think Reddy would have had it covered? Well, if not, if he cuts it all the way across goal.
Not if it goes in the top corner. So Thurgate's on for Nazarene. Interesting, that one.
Yeah, so how does that affect Newcastle's creativity? Because we know Angus Thurgate's such an industrious player, but Nazarene's creativity is going to be...
And set players too.
Yeah, lacking now for the final 20 minutes. Ugarkovic floating it forward. Miller making that lung-busting run, and it's going to just be the goal kick.
Otto once again. Talk about lung-busting runs. He's been outstanding all night. Still going forward even with 10 men and then getting back when he really needs to. He knows that, as any defender does. That's your #1 job, is to defend.
And what a career. Koskayota played in the J League for some high-quality sides, including FC Tokyo and Yokohama FC Nagoya. Grampus in there as well, and also spent some time in the Eredivisie with Vitesse. It's a decent CV, and he's putting that all on show for Perth this season. Neat little flick on from Stamatolopoulos. O'Toole. Yule. And now O'Donovan slashed at it. And now Yule back across. Otter away. Fell for Fornaroli. A little too cute, but in the end it works a treat for Perth.
Still super from your striker. Newcastle getting closer and closer.
Yule. And Neil Kilkenny. He's always there, isn't he?
He's done well. Super play. Hanging on here, Perth, but hanging on well.
And you just saw there Kilkenny willing more out of Andy Keogh there. Wants the intensity to lift. He knows how important this next 19 or so minutes are of regular time. Krasniqi, Thurgate.
Just the play in there for that 1-2. 1-2's on the edge of the area when a team's parked the bus are devastating.
Thurgate with some space. Decides to curl. Top Stanley. O'Donovan. O'Donovan!
So close. So close. Pressing hard. Pulled his arms out at the last minute ready, but oh, that got his interest.
Has he found his mojo? Roy O'Donovan scored his 3rd goal of the season earlier tonight. Ready is going into the book.
Well, he was warned. Literally the last goal kick, he was warned about his time wasting, so.
And when you're in this kind of situation, you'd know, Bozzy, you've got to push it as a goalkeeper. Down to 10 men, you're leading 2-1.
Yeah, just, you know, with the rules and so forth, and when you're down to 10 men and the risk that you could do an aspiro and do a second, you just got to be careful. You don't want to waste getting a yellow card sometimes or something silly like that. Valuable seconds.
And you feel the crowd wanted a yellow card the other way. For the Kosovo international, Liridon Krasniqi. Otter. Wilson just dispossessed by Thurgate. He's got a point to prove. Pushed back to the bench for this one. He's steaming after the ball, and Liam Reddy's looping it up. Miller placing that pass for Ewell. He's got the speed in front of Kilkenny. That is a dangerous ball, and Malik. Outstanding defending from Aussie Malik.
Absolutely superb. A superb play from Ewell. Great ball in. But Malik was there. Gone nearly 40 minutes with 10 men. Still holding firm. Craig Dean's obviously thinking to himself about more substitutions too.
Ewell, is there a handball? And all that O'Donovan sprays it wide, but there would have been some question marks. Could have been a potential handball from Valentino Ewell. Maybe all right.
Disappointed there, O'Donovan, with the first goal he scored. They didn't at least hit the target. Richard Garcia there.
So Newcastle need a goal, but they're the worst side in the league in terms of goals scored in the final 15 minutes. Just one this season. So they're going to have to turn that statistic around, the Jets. Two sides who don't know how to win of late. Perth winless in 5. The Jets on a 4-match losing run.
Keep spreading out. Keep hugging those touch lines. Be patient. Chances will come. Perth have just got to keep doing what they're doing. Defending really well.
Here's Ewell. Thurgate all the way across. Scrambling defence from Perth Glory again.
How many times have we lauded Diego Castro for his attacking play? Well, I'll tell you what, that save he made there from a defensive perspective was, for me, just as important as any of his great attacking moments. Absolutely superb. And what an example for the rest of his team as well, when they see the best player basically save a goal. Just watch Castro here. Look at him. Watching where the player is. Look at that.
It's like he just sees the game before anyone else does. Well, have a look at this. Liridon Krasniqi has run all the way down to pick up the ball. What's he doing there, Bozza?
Wants to get on with it, that's all.
He's probably wasted more time because it waited for him for the throw in the end. Keogh, Fornaroli. A third would all but seal the 3 points for Perth.
Craig Deans and his staff now got to be looking at more fresh players.
Ugarkovic. Some pastures for Connor O'Toole to run into. And that touch too heavy.
He's running into where all the players are. If anywhere, he should be running out wide. The Stamatolopoulos and the player all going towards the centre. That's where all the Perth players are.
Fornaroli. And it was Miller who shut off his avenue to goal.
Done well there, Miller, to get back, but then just giving the ball straight back to Perth.
Otter. Italiano spills it. Fornaroli. Somehow Italiano has made a spectacular double save to prevent Bruno scoring in 10 straight at HBF Park.
Well, the flag went up anyway, but he saved himself there. Made a meal of the first one, but he recovered really well. So this is where Miller needs to be even further wide, in my opinion. Great ball in, but
foul against Angus Thurgate.
So in that little period of play there where Miller gets the ball, okay, if he's going to come and underlap there, here's the offside. Great recovery from Italiano. He would have been pretty red-faced at that going in, even though it was offside anyway. So Miller there, okay, if he's going to underlap, then see Yule should be out over here, not there, 3 in the centre. Okay, you got 3 players there in the centre you could throw a blanket over. They're down to 10 men, you need to spread them wide. Suke Otto has been absolutely phenomenal tonight. They're holding on, Perth. 13-15 minutes to go.
Three points which will take them within touching distance of the top 6. Miller towards O'Donovan.
Okay, that situation coming back to the pace, Miller can just turn out, go back to the goalkeeper, and we come out the other side. So much wider, much better. O'Toole touchline one side, Miller on the other side is much better.
Ugarkovic picks out Matt Miller. Thurgate. Ugarkovic. He's going to return it to Miller. And he chips it towards Yule. And it's Latchman with the header away.
Much better from Newcastle, but once again, superb defending from Perth. This time, Latchman. See the difference when the spread?
They are holding firm at the moment, the Glory. So Krasniqi. How are his set pieces? This one was just dying towards that near post. Ugarkovic. Not a bad effort.
Well, better than the one in the first half. Still, in my opinion, especially when you're up against 10 men, you get to the last 10 minutes. No need for that just yet. Get the ball back down, you're taking the pressure off, and you really do need an exceptional strike from that distance to beat someone like Liam Reddy. Just takes the pressure off Perth. You bring it down, you keep possession. Perth are like, oh, here we go again. Here we go.
Jason Hoffman back from a groin injury. He's going to play his first minute since round 7. And it's Stamatolopoulos who is replaced. So what can the experienced Jason Hoffman in his 231st A-League appearance bring to the table for Newcastle? He's high on the left. Jackson. Ewell.
You got 3 against 1 there.
Otter's clearance went via a jet. It's going to fall for Jackson.
Tiro Toulis, he needs to be even further wide.
Chalk on his boots, you're calling for Bozza. Here's Miller. And Latchman again.
Superb from Latchman, but much better again from Newcastle. You see the benefit of when you spread wide are those gaps that open up, especially in those pockets. Much better, but great defending once again by Perth.
That's why he's played every minute this season. Ugarkovic on set-piece duty this time, and Castro flicks it away. Fornaroli. Ugarkovic had to make that tackle. Castro with the clean-up work. And he wriggled his way out of this situation.
Done well there, Castro.
And Andy Keogh. Flag is staying down. Would have been interesting to come back and have a look at that, but it's a moot point now.
Good bit of play by Perth again.
Thurgate put under some real pressure there by Ugarkovic, and the free kick deservedly goes the way of Perth and Kilkenny. He's asking for a card.
Really have put a shift in the second half, Perth. And fair play to them to continue to look forward as well to make sure they don't lose that threat. And always keeps that in the back of the mind of Newcastle.
Otter. Keogh. Wilson. Castro finds Keogh. And now Fornaroli.
Superb play. Wonderful how he uses his body as a shield between himself and the ball. So strong.
Perth know they can wrap up the 3 points with a quality set piece here. Castro taking on O'Toole. And O'Toole wins the ball. And it's going to fall back to the feet of Diego. Good little duel this. Krasniqi comes across. And another corner.
So that's coming back to what I said at the start of the second half. Those little points, they waste valuable seconds for you. allows the team to get their shape, get a breather, regroup. Another corner now. More players from Newcastle have to come over.
And Castro somehow was almost able to wiggle away or wriggle away from O'Toole, and Hoffman can't find Thurgate. So just over 3 minutes of normal time remaining in this one. They haven't got long to hold out, Perth Glory, for what will be a deserved victory. Gee, they have battled hard in this second half. And Kilkenny and Thurgate. Referee saying advantage to Newcastle for the moment.
It's all right. If he has to go back to the goalkeeper and they start again, they can start again.
Kilkenny to Castro. And Jackson cutting it out critically. Top or Stanley. Newcastle staring down the barrel of 5 straight defeats. That could turn around here, and it almost did.
Very brave goalkeeping from Liam Reddy. Super goalkeeping.
Body on the line, wasn't it?
Super play from Miller and Yule. Well, Yule, I'm not so sure you meant that, but that is so brave from Liam Reddy. Exactly what you want for your goalkeeper in the 88th minute. When you're down to 10 men, holding on for a 2-1.
Malik with a strong header. Wilson. Given away by the Glory. Thurgate. And Castro. This will just ease a few nerves for the Glory fans. Time would be ticking by so slowly at this point.
Super play from Glory. Castro. And that wins a free kick again. They've really put a shift in. 60 minutes pretty much with 10 men. 2 goals up or not, that is still some going.
Yeah, if you include all the stoppage time, it would work out to an hour of football down a man for Perth Glory.
We got sent off, what, in the, was it 35th?
Yeah, as Propotomides sent off at 10 minutes before half-time.
Hasn't Rawlins being excellent as well in the second half. A lot to live up to. Guerrier was amazing, but he's been good too.
So how much additional time?
Yep.
Plenty of time for Newcastle. Boos around HBF Park. There won't be boos if they can grab a third, though. Castro.
Can't get the ball back at this moment, Newcastle.
Latchman, hasn't he been mighty in this second half? Picks the pass to Otter. Miller across, pinches it back for Newcastle. And now he's going to win a free kick. Newcastle looking to move it quickly. So Keogh's first card of the season. Ugarkovic. Can they snatch a late goal here, Newcastle? and end their losing run at 4. It'd be cruel on Perth, who have been mighty defensively in their second 45 minutes, despite being down to 10. And now O'Toole, and well cut off by Rawlins.
Gets the corner, but see how he had to go back to get that ball from Topwell Stanley? He should be coming forward to that, but he should be out wider. Krasniqi really needs to concentrate on this set play.
Italiano's come up for Newcastle. And now Topwell Stanley. Here is the goalkeeper. He just nods it wide, Luis Italiano. In his home city, he's got his family watching tonight. That would have been pretty spectacular.
Thought it would. He had an opportunity. Latchman again.
So halfway through the allotted 5 minutes. Rich Garcia applauding his side, spurring them on here. Topwell Stanley just launches it long. Castro. And now Wilson striding forward. Looking for Fornaroli, instead opts for the best option, you'd say, and that's Diego Castro. It just looks like he's sauntering around Jackson.
Look at that. Just wants them to foul him. Wins a corner. This last 10 minutes, Perth have handled this really well. You can see the looks on their face, how tight they've really put it in, all of them. It's as though a minute and a half to go, they're going to hold out. Let's just take it out of them.
Kick it's going to be. So one final chance for Newcastle.
Hail Mary time. Topwell Stanley. Lockie Jackson. Get up in that box.
Thurgate. Yule. It's too heavy for Hoffman.
Keogh's been exceptional in this second half as well, doing everything that was asked of him.
Miller. Otter away. And now Fornaroli. Gritty glory for Perth. And gee, that will taste sweet. Victory for the first time in a month.
Absolutely superb from Perth Glory. An hour with 10 men. And they were excellent in defending their goals. Conceded the one goal, but really the last 10 minutes didn't look like they were going to concede another at all. Richard Garcia should be, and his staff, be very proud of the way they handled this. Absolutely cruising. Then Asprop Mimidis gets sent off. Then a real backs to the wall performance. Kilkenny, Wilson, who came on and was exceptional. Everyone, from Castro to Fornaroli to the goalkeeper, players that come on, were absolutely superb, and they should feel very proud of their efforts.
So it finishes at HBF Park. Perth Glory 2, Newcastle Jets 1. Such a strong defensive performance from Perth in the second half, but one of their attacking stars from the first 45 is Kieran Bramwell. And Kieran, just tell us what it means to you to score your first goal in the A-League.
Yeah, it was a surreal moment for myself, but just happy to pick up the 3 points with a good performance from the boys.
And Kieran came off at halftime, obviously with the 10 men. It changed everything completely. The manager said that he emphasised about the discipline. What other things did he say at halftime? Because that was a tremendous effort to go an hour with 10 men.
He just told us to dig deep and just trust the structure and just not concede any goals. But I think it was a very disciplined performance from us, and that's what the gaffer wanted.
Kieran, how much have you learnt from the gaffer, Rich Garcia, this season?
Yeah, I've dealt with Gas for the past 2 years now, and I've learnt so much from my game. I've learned so much how to attack with this formation, but also the boys around me, such as Bruno, Killer, always help me every day, so I'm really enjoying it. And
tell us about the goal. Did you expect that from Osama? Wonderful dummy, but did you think he was going to dummy it, or do you think he was going to go for it?
To be honest, I thought he was going to turn out and have a shot himself, but I was grateful that he did do the dummy in the end.
Kieran, congratulations on your first A-League goal. You should be very proud of that. And congratulations, most importantly, I'm sure, on those 3 points.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Well done.
Thank you.
What a great young man, Kieran Bramwell. 19 years of age. Made his first start on Wednesday against Sydney. Back-to-back starts, scores a goal, rewards his coach. All good news for Perth Glory. We're going to head down now to get some reaction from the losing side. Roy O'Donovan, thanks so much for joining us. What did you find in that second half? Why couldn't you just squeeze in an equaliser?
Look, we tried and tried. I think I was a bit unlucky with one there. Val done great to get to the line. That goes in, you never know. But I thought what Perth were really good at was getting the ball to Fornaroli and Castro, and they slowed the game down and just killed our rhythm. But look, there's a lot of positives to take. Even though we lost, we attacked, we had a right goal, and that's what every Newcastle team should do, have a go.
Yeah, exactly right there, I think, Roy. And one of the positives, and I know it's always difficult when you lose a game to speak about your individual feats, but that goal, that was phenomenal. I mean, pretty much carbon copy of the one in the first half. It's just that this one went in, the one in the first half hit the crossbar.
Yeah, to be fair, Potter, the delivery is what it's all about, and Topper